Okay, so I'm going to launch this version 1.3 now, and I'm going to run it first in the practice mode. So now you can see that there's an additional category here to select from. I'm going to choose Pract, and I'm not going to bother filling that stuff in. Now it's going to launch and it's going to run through a normal series, but in this case we're going to get the instruction screens. These are the instruction screens for the whole experiment, it says, shown where the prime frame narratives would be in the real sessions. The practice rounds are parameterized in a new file where you can actually describe what you want, a game parameter file, and that can be played in the standard manner, either by randomly generating births and shocks on each trial, or now by specifying a matrix of birth and shock values for each round and period for both players. That's building in the sorts of things that Athena mentioned in our meeting the other day. So that's a possibility now both for practice and for the entire real session. So on to the practice. Here we go. Again, births, shocks, say no and no. This is only a practice round, so we could have our participants doing whatever they wanted. I've built in, I think, a shock on the second round here. So births, 2, shock, yep, -35. So I'm going to ask for cattle. You can see that this has changed now. We have type, number to request, and also, you might not have seen it, but the cursor bounced down and pointed right here. I'm hoping that that solves some of our problems or assuages some of our concerns about the intuitiveness of typing those in. So I'm going to ask for, what the heck, 30 cattle. I'm not going to give any. And I've set this up so that it goes through, I think it's 7 the first round of practice, and then 3 or 4 the second round. And I'm just going to kill off that other player so I can quickly move through. Again, these are all, in the practice round here, these are all preset. So that could be pre-programmed in MATLAB, in Excel, in R, whatever you want, and then just bring that vector in. Okay, now there's a second round of practice. I don't know how many we want to do of these, but that seems like maybe 2 rounds so that you can see the transition. Okay, and I think I'll show the input box one more time. So I'm going to say yes, and you can watch the cursor jump down. There we go. The cursor is down there. I can type 34 cattle. Also, the erasing works now. There was a problem in that before. The erasing is fine. Okay, and again, birth, shock, and I think we've got one more round. Yep, that was it. Okay, now it's automatically going to head into the second, or it would head into the second if we wanted. So now this is just right into whichever we like. I'll go into account keeping. And that's going to start us off. And now we're into a regular series. We've got our framing screens, and it looks exactly the same to our participant as she gets into the real rounds. Okay, that's it. I'm going to quit out of here.